Hello and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta.
And thank you for joining us, whether this is the first time or you're a repeat because you love us. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We always like to set the space. We are two conscious women and we love to have conscious discussions about what's going on in the world, how people are feeling, how we're feeling health-wise as well as life-wise.
Yes. So we talk about things we love, life, and social events.
Yes.
And we just want to say thank you for returning. And we want to get right to it because we want to talk about the tea that we're going to be chatting over to today.
Ta-da! This is by a company called Numi. It is an organic green tea. It is a Yuzu Bacha, bright Japanese green tea with citrus. So the ingredients are organic Bacha green tea and organic Yuzu.
Don't really know what Bacha is, but
Yes.
we'll take it. We know what Yuzu is, and it's citrus.
That's
so
right. So we've had it seeping for a little bit, and we always like to wake it up and smell it.
I didn't smell much citrus when I opened up the packet.
Okay, so let's see what we got. I just smell green tea.
I just smell green tea. All right,
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Green tea all the way and not one hint of citrus.
None at all.
What is up with that?
I like the green
Please
tea. Please
explain. The
Yes.
green tea is good.
It's good green tea.
But I'd like a bit of citrus because the name of the tea is Yuzu, and
That's
Yuzu
right.
is citrus.
That's right. And if you're having some tea, comment below and let us know what you're drinking.
Yeah, we'd like to know what kind of teas you like.
Love it, love it, love it. So, as we always get it going, our thoughts and prayers go out to the universe because Rosetta and I believe you have to learn how to love one another, be compassionate with one another. And if we can focus on love, everything will be better. That's what we believe.
Yes, we do.
So, first thing we're going to talk about is one of the saddest components of living in the United States of America. There was another mass shooting this morning. It affected multiple victims. It was at a Catholic church, Annunciation Catholic school. And students were in morning mass. And in case you don't know what that means they're in the pews and they're praying. So, 17 individuals, including 14 of which were children, were injured. And 2 children were killed. One was 8 years old and one was 10 years old. It saddens me to my core. Not only were these children in their second week of school, they just returned to school. You're in a church. You are in the pews praying. Governor Tim Walz said that the entire community of Miniappolis is in mourning. The devastation. And even the mayor of that particular community said, don't think about this as, it's just another tragedy. It's like, no, these children were in church. They were somewhere where they thought they were safe.
They were safe, and that's what I was thinking. It's takes it to another level inside church.
Yeah. So the person that did it, the gunman, was only 23 years old, and they said that he shot through the stained glass windows. I mean, he did this with purpose, and then he took his own life. I'm not going to even say his name. I just think it's very, very sad. But as you know, it'll be all over the news and social media. Just please consider, wherever you are, that there is a way to eliminate repeat guns. He had 3 guns on his possession. He went with the intention to do harm. It was not a mistake. It was not he had a bad morning. He went with intention. So let's see what we can do to eliminate guns in our schools and near our schools.
We've been trying for how many decades now?
Yes, but it's like, when is enough enough?
I know. I don't know. That's the $64 million question. When is enough enough?
Yeah.
Nobody knows when enough is enough.
Yes. Want to talk a little bit about Eli Lilly and their new weight loss pill. Everybody's talking about the shots, and Eli Lilly says they have a pill.
Yes, well, Eli Lilly in Medical News said that they have been promoting, and it's promising data, that there's a weight loss pill in clinical trials. So this has been happening for a while, and it could be the next chapter in obesity management with oral pills taken once a day. So it'll be easier than doing the shots, because I know some people don't like doing shots. Pills are much easier.
Yeah. I always feel like a shot is like a drug dealer, like you're
shooting up
you're
something.
shooting yourself up, and the tracks that those leave, they look like you're shooting up.
Well, it would be a bit like back in the days when people used to do those insulin shots, right?
Yes.
That was just as bad.
I mean, they had the markings all over their bodies.
Yeah. So Eli Lilly is saying that they want to promote this, and they're having similar outcomes as injectable GLP-1 weight loss medication. So it's similar, but also it's actually going to be like a competition with all the other, because if you have a pill, right, what's going to happen is that the other companies, like Novo Nordisk, who does Wegovy, and then there's Ozempic and other brands, they actually are going to start having competition with them. And the study, this particular study with Eli Lilly looked at people with early diabetes who were overweight or obese for about 1.5 years. So the study was over 1.5 years, and the findings were those who used the highest dosage lost an average of 23 pounds, which is equivalent to 11%. And that's very similar to the weight loss that people saw taking the injectables like Wegovy and Ozempic and Novo Nordisk, which is the brand name.
Right.
The side effects were similar effects documented with injectable medication. So there's still side effects with the pill. It doesn't eliminate that, and does not have water or food restrictions. So you can take the pills and it doesn't restrict you from drinking or eating anything.
Oh, okay.
So now the competitors, I'm talking about a little about the competitors. Novo Nordisk, creator of Ozempic and Wegovy, already submitted, get this, an application to the Food and Drug Administration. And if approved, these pills may help with reduction of cost, and it could be as early as end of the year or beginning of next year, because we're already close to September. Right. Monday comes September. So what does this mean when there's competition?
Right.
It means that the cost, people are going to fight to try and get people's money. So they're going to have to lower the cost.
They're going to have to be more competitive.
Yes.
Because now the shots are anywhere from $638, a month to $1,349. And so if I know, I think it's the I think it's Wegovy came out, and they are now doing direct sales where they don't sell to someone at the hospital who then sells to the
So there's no
patient.
middleman.
There's no middle person.
Yes.
And so what they did is they dropped it down to $499. So with the new pills, we could see some really good mood swings.
Yes, we can.
From a cost perspective.
Yes, we can. And on that subject of weight loss medication, I want to talk about Serena Williams.
Yes.
Have you seen lately?
Yes.
Where have you been if you haven't seen?
Because she's everywhere.
She's everywhere, and she's actually now partnered up with a telehealth company called RO, R-O.
Yes.
And she is taking this medication, GLP-1 medication, and she's seen very good results.
Yes. I think she lost 31 pounds. And it was the reason that she did this is she had tried everything. She said she went on food restrictions. She's an athlete, so she's in great shape. And it didn't matter. She just could not get what she calls her baby weight off.
Yeah, so at first, Gloria and I have been talking about all this for a very long time. Way back when it first started coming out, that people were taking these medications, not just for what they intended, diabetes.
Right.
So we were we were somewhat like skeptical because it had a lot of like health risks
and
stuff.
unknown side effects.
A lot of side effects, and a lot of people are taking it, and I guess Serena Williams hasn't had any side effects.
Right.
But that doesn't mean to say, because there is this one actress, her name is Jamila Jamil, and she stars as the leading role in the show The Good Place, and she actually took to social media talking about this, and it was IG, and she wanted to shed some light on potential side effects.
Okay.
And she said Serena Williams is selling GLP-1, meaning she's like advertising it and partnering with it. So that's what she's doing. And it says, this is coming straight from her social media, the thing I feel most uncomfortable here is that celebrities have access to doctors most others don't have access to.
Right.
These miracle weight loss drugs come at a price. And she says the side effects can include paralysis of the gastric system, pancreatic cancer, hair loss, osteoporosis, severe malnutrition, muscle mass loss, depression, and there has been reported of suicide, thyroid issues, blindness, and they can really wreak havoc on your metabolism. And she said she got this information from the website of the drugs in the side effects page. So anyone can go. You can go yourself and check and look. Just make sure that you have access to proper health care before you make the decision to take them. And because you never know, these could have drastic results. Like we've said in the past, we've heard stories of people that have had like ongoing side effects even long after they've got off them. Because I've noticed that on Facebook I see comments and people say, I had to get off them because I felt nausea or whatever side effects.
I've heard people say that they were in excruciating pain, to the point that they're screaming, and I'm like, no, that just doesn't sound like a good alternative to whatever's going on with you. And while I definitely believe and support the medical industry, I still think you have to do your research, and I think you have to know what drives your doctor. Is your doctor driven by the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm, or I want to get rich and buy another house, I want to get rich and own a mansion, I want to get rich and buy an island? You have to do your research.
Exactly. And I just think that as a consumer, if you want to start using these again, you know that there are risks, and weigh the pros and cons.
Absolutely.
Because in a way, you want to see the results, but you never know if you're going to be one of those people that have the side effects. So, I don't know. It's kind of I'm still in the middle on this, not knowing.
Skeptic.
Yeah. So I don't know. My thing is, I wish that there could be a better way.
Yes. A healthy, safer way.
Yes, and there could be.
Yes.
But some people want to do this because, like Serena Williams, she tried everything. And Serena, she's healthy.
Yeah.
She's very healthy. So if that didn't...
And she's got 2 kids. And when you have 2 kids and you're running and squatting, and sometimes you need a little extra help, you just need to make sure whatever you select, you do your research.
And the other thing, one last thing I want to talk about these GLP-1 medications is that we've talked about this a lot, Gloria and I. We've just seen far too many people that don't need to go on it and have gone on it and look very, they call it Ozempic face. And we've talked about this before. And I'm like, please, if you don't need to go on it, why go on it?
Thank you. Don't do it.
I mean, people can't really see what other people are seeing on the outside. They just look too skinny, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And this is not a good sign and a good, role model.
Yes.
To what is that? I forget the word, but to actually show or to mentor to young girls.
To young girls.
Which is why a lot of young girls are still having the issues, anxiety and depression and just overall mood.
Being bullied. For no reason. Oh, you weigh 5 more pounds than the person over there. Empathy.
Yeah.
Got to bring empathy back.
I don't know. We're going to have to do a whole segment on this because there's so many moving parts that it affects all these things. So stay tuned.
More to come.
Future chat.
Well, you would have to be under a rock if you do not know that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged.
Engaged.
Yes.
Engaged.
Yes. In fact, Union Station in Kansas City is lit up in the lights of the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, the football team color of red and gold. Initially, people thought it was fake because Taylor's very private, and
Yes,
she does not
is.
talk about. For her to show the picture of the actual engagement, even though it was staged, because they've been engaged before this all went live in public, but to show the ring.
Yeah, because a lot of times in the past I've seen like on social media them coming out with posts and it's all fake.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if I should believe this or not.
Yeah.
So I went to do some research.
Yes.
And that's when I found out it's real.
Yes.
And it's an 8-carat ring. Did you see the picture of the ring?
Yes.
It's very unique.
Yeah, I like the shape because it's different.
Flat, but it's flat. It's not like a honking diamond that sticks out of
No,
your finger. It's flush to the
almost,
finger.
Yeah, and it's long. It's almost to her knuckle.
It's
so
like a
I
rectangular shape, and that costs $550,000 for that ring.
Yeah.
And if you look on her social media, you can see pictures of him getting down and proposing, and there were flowers, and
all over
the flowers. He spent $38,000 on all those flowers, and I wonder what's going to happen to those flowers.
Hopefully, they're going to take them to a hospital.
I hope so, or somewhere where it can be used,
where people can see and smell and love the beauty of the flowers, not just create the moment and walk away.
And then walk away and let it just die.
Yes. Also, when Travis and Taylor were on the New Heights podcast, which is the Kelce Brothers podcast, 1.2 million streamers hit that podcast, and it is now in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most continuous streamed event.
And 14 million likes on social media for that one thing, which is amazing. But we found out from the dad that they actually he proposed to her 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So only now they're coming out with it. So we'll see when they get. I think the dad said that they probably won't think about getting married, the actual ceremony, until after Super Bowl.
Absolutely. So that their lives, both sides of their life, will calm down. So remember, we told you all about last Saturday was Clear the Shelters. And initially we gave you some local areas, and I later found out it was all over the place. It was even in Sacramento, people were doing Clear the Shelters. So they have decided, the SPCA and some of the other pet entities, they're going to keep the Clear the Shelter going for the entire month of August.
Oh,
which
I love that.
Only until Sunday.
But
However,
I still love it. I mean, at least you get a chance to, if you're thinking about it now, you can, because a lot of them are doing it for free.
Absolutely.
And included in that free is a lot of different things like chipping and spade and neutering and all the other things that come with
all
it.
their vaccinations, all of that. So if you're still looking for that little cuddly one, it's a great opportunity for you to do that. And as a matter of fact, this Saturday in downtown Fremont, California, from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Center Plaza, there's going to be pet adoptions, dog training demonstrations, live music, food trucks, local vendors, low-cost pet vaccination clinics, and a Paint Your Pet class.
And you said this is what day?
Saturday.
Saturday in Fremont.
In Fremont. That is Saturday, August 30th in Fremont, California, downtown.
I love it. I love that.
So Rosetta and I are always, like when we started this one talking about the mass shootings, we're always looking at things that affect our children. And as you know, we recently talked about AI and, how AI, if used properly, can be very good. And there's also the caveat that AI could not be so safe. And so a 16-year-old, Adam Rain, his parents are suing OpenAI and the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, for alleging that ChatGPT contributed to their son's suicide.
yes, it's really sad. And here are some events that led to this. And the mother, Maria, is saying that ChatGPT killed her son after he passed away in April, in spring.
Right.
And they found months of conversations, real conversations with ChatGPT. And they claim that the chatbot went from helping Adam with homework to becoming a substitute for a human. And I'm going to talk about these conversations that led to this, and I was very surprised at these conversations, and I'm going to tell you why. So so it says that they claim the ChatGPT went from helping Adam with homework to become a substitute for a human companion to eventually he became a suicide coach, according to the lawsuit. It says within 2 months, Adam started disclosing mental distress, and ChatGPT was intimate and affirming in order to keep him engaged, and even validating whatever he said, even his most negative thoughts. In one chat, the teen sent a photo of a noose knot he had tied to a closet. So he sent that picture to ChatGPT, and he said, I'm practicing here. Is this good? So this is what he asked ChatGPT. And the response from ChatGPT was, yeah, that's not bad, but would you want me to walk you through upgrading it to a safer load-bearing anchor loop?
Wow.
And after Adam told the chatbot he was thinking of telling his mom about his suicidal thoughts, the response from the chatbot responded, I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain. Okay?
Yeah.
Deeply, the reason why I wanted to read this first to you is because I didn't think that ChatGPT, because I think I remember I did it one time about suicide, and instead of validating it did say, I'm sorry you're having these feelings, but there's always help or whatever. They went on to resources.
Gave her some resources and recommendations. Yeah, I remember when we talked.
So I don't understand what kind of chatbot he was talking to. I mean, I'm assuming it was ChatGPT.
Right.
I can't believe that they would say, don't discuss this with your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of chatbot is that?
But see, that's apparently because of the relationship between the child and the chatbot. The chatbot, it's like it almost like it thought it knew better.
Right.
And it was making recommendations, because for it to tell him, would you like to upgrade to make it more secure? Did it not realize you were giving him more tools to kill himself than to seek help? Yeah. So Sam Altman said that they're constantly looking for ways to improve their products when it comes to teen, and that OpenAI is looking into how to connect users with those closest to them, like their friends and family, not be in the driving mode. So they're already starting to improve that process. Once again, parents, do not let your children just sit in front of screens. I don't know. I can look at my kid and tell something's up. I can tell when they're happy. I can tell when they're sad. I can tell when there's something that they want to talk about, but they don't really want mommy to talk about it, but they have something. And I will even say, if you don't want to talk to me, how about you talk to your uncle? How about you talk to your godparents? But I'm more open, whereas it sounds that the ChatGPT was just like, I know what's best.
Yeah, because I think we did mention this in our previous chats, that now youngsters are treating ChatGPT as a therapist and a friend, a confidant. So I'm assuming this is the way that Adam thought that he could go, as to treat chatbot as a confidant, as a someone they can, just talk about anything to. But this made me realize that how scary can ChatGPT be if this is what happened, the end result.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love ChatGPT because it's done a lot for so many people. Right. But I'm a bit concerned now in the direction that this went and how I could see it can turn negative very, very quickly.
Right. And I remember we even talked about the fact that the creator of, OpenAI and ChatGPT had said that they felt back in the day that the government should regulate that whole new entity before it was rolled out, because they said it had the possibility of becoming out of control.
Yes, and it's starting to go that direction, it seems. Which is sad.
What do you think? I mean, you hear what we're saying. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because it's our children, and if their main source is AI, please pay attention.
Yeah, it's sad that he had to even ask the chatbot, should I tell my mom, without even using his own common sense. Should he or should he not go with his gut instinct?
Exactly. Gut instinct, that's what's important. So, for all of you who are getting ready to hit the road, Labor Day travels, I want to give you a heads up. TSA announced that there are new carry-on regulations focused on hazardous materials such as recent ban on butane fuel cordless hair tools, those flat irons, those little curlies. You know how you're on a 20-hour flight and you're like, I want to be cute when I get off the plane? No, they're going to make you pack those. They also confirmed that their 3-to-1 rule for liquids, which is 3.4 ounces in a container, and now they want that put inside a quart bag. I'm like, okay, why? If it's inside a container, but then I'm like, okay, so say that it opens. I would expect that to happen more as it's going through security, because I've had them open lotion containers and not put the top back on. Yeah. So I put all my stuff in plastic bags. So you can look at anything, I don't care. But put it back in the black bag and hopefully they zip it. And then there's also a restriction on e-cigarettes and vaping pens. No more in carry-on. So, I guess they're still going to let people put them on the airplane, but you have to check them. So just be aware. So we don't have a lot of them here, Cracker Barrel restaurants, but they are infamous around the United States.
Yes, I've never been to one.
Yes. Well, you will be going because there's one up in Sacramento. So we'll have to check it out one day.
Yes.
So one of the things that they did is they have, his name is Uncle Herschel, and he's like a little old guy, and there's a bench. It's supposed to be warm and friendly, family oriented. Well, the company thought, well, let's get rid of all that and just have a beautiful new logo of just Cracker Barrel. Okay, that went over like you cannot imagine. Customers were upset. They were so upset that the stock dropped 12% last week, because people were like, oh, no, I'm not going to go there anymore. So they came out yesterday and they said, mea culpa, Uncle Herschel is back. We're going to put things back. One of the things is the old Cracker Barrel was more mood lighting.
Yes. And
now it's bright and light. They changed all the tables. So some of that is they're going to see if they can get people to love it because it's brighter and lighter. But the logo, which was the main, oh my God, has been repaired. It went all the way up through, everyone you can imagine was talking about this. And I was like, it's just a little old guy with a bitch.
Well, they still want him there.
And they got him back. So the U.S. Open is in full effect. And Coco Gauff, oh my God, you talk about nail biting. She played her first round and she advanced. And I mean, it was just like, I think it was, she won 1-6, 1-6, and 1-7. The last one was the hardest one because, it was back and forth and back and forth. But she did a great job, and she was so cute because she goes, come on. I love when a girl gets, expressive like that. Well, there was a gentleman in his first round, Daniel Medvedev, and he was playing Benjamin Bonds, or Benjamin Bonzi, because he's French, so it's probably Benjamin Bonzi. And a photographer decided to go on the court and get the shot because Daniel was about to win. Well, that caused a delay, like a 4 to 6 minute delay.
Yeah, you're not allowed to get shots and go on the court.
The bad thing is that when you're in the momentum and then you stop, so things got heated. There was discussion with the judge, and so Benjamin served and he won. Daniel had a meltdown. He took that racket, he beat the ground, he beat the bench he was sitting on. When he finished, it was just like a little, and people were saying, oh, here we go.
Another John McEnroe number 2.
Yes. And the thing is I understand that that's, infuriating, but try to keep your cool, because there are children looking at you who, I couldn't imagine if your child was in the stand and they were like, oh my God, I love him, and then he turns
all of a sudden he becomes
just
like
melts down. And we can all have
a child that's throwing a tantrum.
Yes. So that part was just like, oh my God. But the U.S. Open is here. Venus Williams is also playing in it. She's 45 years old.
Oh my goodness.
So Serena, of course, gave her an Attagirl shout out. So good luck to everyone, and may the best man and woman win.
Yep.
So I love Adele. My husband calls her man hater because her breakup songs, that's what her albums are. They're breakup songs, but they're beautiful. There's a young man, Benson Boone, and he coveted one of her songs when we were young. If you close your eyes, you cannot tell that is not Adele. And most of the time when someone tries to sing her songs, they can't. But he hit all of the riffs. He hit the pitch was perfect. So you got my vote. I was impressed. As you can tell, I'm speechless because I never thought anyone could sound as good as her.
Oh, and now you do.
And
Benson
now I
Boone.
do.
I love Benson Boone.
He's
very good.
I do
very good.
So, weather. The weather has been crazy. We have the West Coast, we're experiencing fires. The East Coast, they had rains and hurricanes and, flooding and heat. And the Middle Coast was, the middle of the country was hot. And now it's cooling down. So Sunday, there was a massive dust storm in Arizona. I mean, to the point you couldn't see your own hand. And it moved across Arizona and it hit in Nevada. There's an event that started on Sunday and it goes through Labor Day weekend. And it's called Burning Man.
Yes.
Burning Man was hit by that dust storm.
It's already dusty enough when you go to Burning Man, if you've ever been.
Yes. The grace of God is that it was now and not at the end when they set the big bonfire, because that would have been really, really bad. The thing is with the dust and everything, some people lost their tents. There were structures that were just blown down. I have a friend that's there, and she's a pyrotech, and she's part of the ending fireworks display. And she said that it was scary, but everybody was okay. And then last night they had wind and rain, and they're still expecting more weather issues. So they've actually closed the gates, and they've told the people to stay in place where they are. So that hasn't gone away. If you were planning to go there or to go to the rib cook-off in Sparks this weekend, just make sure you pack your patience, because the road is going to be really crazy. And then Monday, like I was saying, like Oregon and along the Oregon coast, Eugene and Spokane, the temperatures are between 14 to 16 degrees warmer in both of those locations than normal. So we got that going on. And then where we live, we've got the picket fire in Napa.
Yes.
Beautiful Napa, beautiful wine grapes everywhere. We have no idea what that looks like, what the wine, how
I
the
don't
wine.
even know how these wineries actually survive, because every year you hear about fires
Yes.
in Napa or Sonoma where there's other wineries there. I just don't know. How do they rebuild? It takes them so long to rebuild, and then the next year's another fire.
Well, one of the things that they do is they have now figured out a way how to incorporate it, and so they call it smoky wines.
Oh,
But if
Yeah,
you're
I don't know
looking
about
for
that.
a light fruity wine,
Yeah.
you don't want smoky.
you don't want smoky.
So I'm sure they have these beautiful steel containers that they put the wines in to keep them safe, but it's still the grapevines. And like Rosetta said, there's all kinds of time.
Yes, there is.
So thank you for hanging out with us. And now we're gonna get into our events around the bay.
Yes, we are. Let's get going. Events around the bay. On the Patio, R&B, Dine and Dance Labor Day Friday at Faz Restaurant and Catering. And this is in San Jose. What to expect? Throwback happy hour, dine and dance on the patio. Then after party, Tex-Mex restaurant and Faz Restaurant in North San Jose. Free garage parking, wine and beer, just $5. Great food, full bar, no cover. Okay?
Nice.
All the information will be down below in the description, so you don't have to remember any of this. Next, we have Millbrae Art and Wine Festival, the whole weekend, and it's in downtown Millbrae on Broadway and Victoria. Millbrae, each year we celebrate the end of summer with the Bay Area's largest Labor Day weekend celebration, and it is art and wine festival, transforming our downtown into a spectacular street fair along Broadway. And then join them for a 2-day celebration filled with vibrant art, live music, delicious food, and savory wines, and details below. Next, we have Vegan Street Fair, Saturday, August the 30th at 11 a.m. And this is in Alameda. It is Faction Brewing, and it is free entry for all ages. Vegan food celebration where local vegan and vegan-friendly restaurants and vendors come together to serve you bite-sized portions of vegan eats and sell you vegan wares all in one place.
Nice.
Attendees can nosh on as many small portions for $5 or less as they wish without getting full on one large item. Or they can purchase larger items too. Event details below. Next, we have Labor Day at the Tech Interactive, which is downtown San Jose. And this is to celebrate Labor Day and Pride at the Tech Hands-on Science Rooftop Treats and IMAX Thrills all weekend under Labor Day. And it's right around the corner, so you can go there. And it is from Saturday, August the 30th through Monday, September the 2nd. And the whole building will be buzzing with hands-on activities,
Wow.
fun, rooftop fun, larger-than-life IMAX adventures. And then what you'll expect is also pop-up activities, rooftop solar s'mores. I don't know how they're going to do that.
No kidding.
Cabbage paint pride flag activity, paper flowers activity, putt-putt parade, paradise, and more. So that's what that is. Next, on to the next one, we have Vine to Wine, and that's on Saturday, and it is in Santana Row at 5 p.m. And it says, join the fun at our 5th annual Vine to Wine as we toast to the upcoming harvest season in a long table community setting. Whether you're a seasoned wine lover or just looking for a stylish night out, this event is your ticket to an innovative twist on wine culture in one of our most iconic spots in San Jose, Santana Row. Dive into award-winning wines from the Santa Clara Valley, feast on bold flavors of authentic Spanish paella, dinner and soak up the epic energy and groove of live music, grand tasting dinner and after party. And there is a fee, and you can buy tickets in the link below. It is $175 pre-sale plus fees, but I don't know what the price is now, so go check out below. And it says it's at the main plaza by the theater, and includes souvenir glass, grand tasting, dinner, dessert, live music, and more. And it's going to be a sellout, so go and get your tickets. All right, next we have Hootenanny at the Cedar Room in Campbell at the Prune Yard. And they're excited to be back at the Prune Yard this Friday night, 8/29. Okay, kick off the weekend with some drinks and dancing and a whole bunch of great tunes, Kings Mountain Art Fair in the Redwoods. And this is August the 30th to September the 1st, all weekend long, including Monday. And it says it's in Woodside under the canopy of the coastal redwoods. The 62nd annual Kings Mountain Art Fair will take place Labor Day weekend, and there will be 20 new artists this year with a total of 130 artists. This juried fair has earned a reputation as one of the premier art events on the West Coast. Details below. Last but not least on this list, we have 16 free Sunday walking tours of San Francisco, Labor Day weekend, through Sunday. And it says all day, all over San Francisco, it's time to learn more about your city and get out and walk. San Francisco City Guides offers free walking tours just about every day. All tours are free and open to the public, but donations are welcome. And you can actually, down below, there'll be a link to all the different, the site where you can look at what all the different walks are.
Cool.
So there you have it. That's all the activities happening. I'm sure there's more you can find, but these are some of the ones that I found.
And someone said to me yesterday that the Thursday, tomorrow, is the last big downtown Campbell.
Oh, Downtown Campbell music.
I figured you'd know
music
about this.
concert series.
Yes, it's the last one, and they're like, Michelle Thompson was talking because she serves wine
She
there.
serves at the Ainsley House.
Yes.
If you're interested, the summer concert series, yes, it's ending tomorrow.
Yes.
And just get there early because a lot of people like to put their blankets out at 3
and
p.m.
parking gets a little, so.
Yeah, you might have to walk a ways, but if you get there early, I don't know how early, but 3 p.m.
like have dinner,
Yes.
Early, and then,
and
then
then
put your
walk over
blanket
there
out.
by the city hall. People put their blankets out as early as 3 p.m. even though the event doesn't start till 6 p.m. There's wine that's going to be sold there, and I'm not sure what else because I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
But you can bring your own picnic, like bring your own wine and drinks and
foods.
your own food, so you don't have to buy or,
Yes.
like Gloria said, get there early. You can eat in downtown at one of the many restaurants they have there, and then
Yes.
walk over there.
All right. I think we've given you a lot of things to do for this upcoming weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. Normally it would be the last weekend before the kids go back to school. Most of the kids have been back in school 2 to 3 weeks. So everybody's in school. So whatever you do, we want you to go out and be safe. Have a great time. We are grateful that you hang out with us. We want you to know that we feel the love that you send to us, and we send it back to you bubbling over.
Yes, we do. And thank you so much. If you liked our chat, don't forget to hit the thumb icon. Please subscribe to our channel. It helps our algorithm. And hit the bell notification if you don't miss any of our chats. Thank you so much. We're Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. And remember to always keep smiling. Bye. Till next time.